A retreat is a time out from our busy life schedule to look back on what has happened, take stock of where we are at, and make any necessary changes for a deeper spiritual connection with God. We try to see where we are in our relationship with God, exploring our own deeper realities, and developing deeper self awareness. A retreat facilitates this. We have chosen Mary Magdalene as she is a disciple who journeyed closer with Jesus Christ during his lifetime. Her life reveals a deeper attachment to the love of Jesus, especially at the foot of the cross. Cross and open tomb are closely connected with the beloved disciple Mary Magdalene. It is very appropriate that we have gathered to learn from Mary Magdalene to position ourselves at the foot of the cross during this year's Lent. Let's begin this session by joining in a familiar Taizé chant, Bless the Lord.
Bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy name. Bless the Lord, my soul, who is near to die. Bless the Lord, my soul. Bless God's bless the Lord, my soul. Bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy name. God is my Savior, und ist nicht aus Bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy. Bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy. Bless the Lord, my soul, who is near to die. Bless the Lord, my soul, bless God's bless the Lord, my soul, who is bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy name. God is a lamp, my Savior, und ist nicht aus Bless the Lord, my soul, and bless God's holy. Bless the Lord, my soul, who is near. Bless the Lord, my soul, and from the light of so is God's way of so is God's love for
What we know about Mary Magdalene is from the New Testament. In Mark 16:9, we read that Mary Magdalene was cured of 7 demons. A woman who was possessed by demons, which could mean that she was tormented by depression, stress, anxiety, pain, sickness, or anything that we can imagine of. But she is also a woman who had traveled with Jesus and the other disciples. Mary Magdalene was specifically mentioned as someone who had traveled with Jesus wherever he went and preached the gospel. She had a very special role to play among the disciples. Imagine the transition from being a woman going through torment and pain because of the bondage of demons, to a woman disciples, a beloved disciples who travel with Jesus, so closely observing what Jesus has been doing. In John 19, there is a reference to the disciple whom Jesus loved. This is an anonymous person. The identity of this disciple is not revealed. Until today, the discussion has not come to a conclusion regarding who this disciple is. After the discovery of Gnostic Gospels, there are discussions, scholarly discussions on the identity of Mary Magdalene as the one whom Jesus loved. Gospel of Philip is highlighted as one specific reference to Mary Magdalene as the one who was loved by Jesus. Jesus loved Mary more than the other disciples. So we understand that Mary Magdalene holds a very special role in the whole ministry of Jesus, a beloved disciple. And today, Mary Magdalene enables us in many ways. This retreat is helping us to become a beloved disciple of Jesus, to reassure ourselves as a beloved disciple. Mary Magdalene enables us to love the Lord as a beloved disciple.
It was on. It is on now.
And to grow deeper in a spirituality of love. So the whole goal of this retreat is to become a beloved disciple of Jesus, to reassure ourselves as beloved disciples, to love the Lord as a beloved disciple, and to grow deeper in a spirituality of life. This demands us a spiritual exercise of moving from untruth to truth, darkness to light, from death to life. So we have an Indian chant which we will try to follow, which is very popular in Indian spirituality. Let's sing together or sing along with this.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritangamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritangamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritangamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Asato
As you look at this picture, she's Mary Magdalene holding the feet of Jesus at the cross. She has closed her eyes and holds very passionately. As we look at this picture, what do you observe in Mary Magdalene? Can you think of her emotions? Look at her facial expressions. What do they communicate? As a woman, as a disciple who had traveled with Jesus for so long, how would she have taken this death of Jesus Christ? What does this act of holding Jesus' feet make you think about? Can you write one word in the chat box? Something that comes to your mind. Just one emotion or a facial expression or a thought or an action. I wish we have journals to sit with to write them, but at the moment we have only this chat box available. If we could write one thing that you have observed in this picture, connecting to your spirituality, what has drawn your attention to? Did you get to see what others have written and what you have written? Sadness, sad, despair, grief and reverence, helplessness, devotion. Now you imagine yourself at the foot of the cross. As we are seated or lying down in a comfortable position, I invite you to close your eyes. Sit in a comfortable place. Keep your body in a relaxed manner. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Inhale deeply. Inhale as long as possible. If possible, for the count of 4, inhale for the count of 4, and then hold the air in the abdomen for the count of 4, and then exhale deeply. Focus on your breathing. Make it as slow as possible. If you can inhale and hold and exhale for the same counts, that would be wonderful. Make sure that you're breathing slowly. Imagine yourself holding the bruised feet of Jesus. You're holding the foot of Jesus with full devotion as a helpless person in sadness, in grief, and in despair. As that is the final place where you can share all your burden, where you can release your pain. Imagine all those aspects of life that is currently burdening you, made a sickness, a pain, a betrayal, a grief, whatever it may be. Imagine vividly in your mind and keep that down at the foot of the cross. If you imagine that you are carrying more than one burden, keep it down one by one. Be very specific in your mind, whatever bothers you at this moment, to leave it down at the foot of the cross. Hold on to Jesus' feet as a helpless person, wanting for a change in life. Imagine a path, a very clear path from the foot of the cross to your home, to your workplace, to your people. As you walk back to your home, your workplace, wherever you feel comfortable, feel the lightness of not having any burden with you. So relax in your comfortable position, in your wherever you are now. Continue breathing deeply. Continue focusing on your breath. I invite you to just write down your name and email ID, and please feel free to leave the Zoom meeting whenever you feel comfortable. I don't want to break that relaxation that you are enjoying. So we are coming to an end, and please feel free to stay on. The music will go on, and please feel free to live when you feel you are ready to go.